Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back. Island Racer for Mac works on Intel Macs as well as Apple Silicon. And of course by Bacano Games, just like our game Motorbike. Do check out my video on that one if you haven't already. So this is just another game you can get off the App Store. Now I am playing this, of course, on a Apple Silicon M1 Mac Mini. It is 16 gigs of RAM, half a terabyte storage. Of course, I'm running this off of an external drive because, well, I just only need certain things on my internal anyhow, and I need to keep free space for video editing and whatnot. But anyways, I wouldn't say it's the easiest game in the world to control. It's a little cheesy, okay? I mean, seriously. You can go pretty much anywhere, like even when you get off the road, you know? But let's just get back here on the road. Now, you can use the arrow keys, and there's also other keys you can use as well to control the game. Let me just turn the volume down a little bit here. Different camera view modes as well. Kind of depends what you're comfortable with. I kind of more like this kind of a view myself. And being you're on kind of like a sandy road, it's definitely going to be pretty slippery, as you can tell. But again, it's a cool game. I'll give it that. And yes, I did actually pay real money for it. But you can also download like the demo of it basically, and then decide if you want to buy it later on. Some machines, obviously, it's going to work a lot better on than others. This, again, it's an Intel app, so you are running under Rosetta. And, well, let's face it, the M1s were not the greatest choice for gaming, per se, but it kind of depends on the game, right? You know, like, if it's a pretty cheesy, lax game that's also cheap to buy, there's usually a reason behind that. However, it's still a fun game regardless, even on Apple Silicon. I've actually run this game also on a MacBook Air base model, so 8x256, and it ran not quite as good, I would say, as on the M1 Mini with 16 gigs of RAM, but and mine's the 8-core CPU, 8-core GPU, but we all know that we're getting ripped off from Apple anyways, because, you know, gaming is all about performance cores and low-lying tasks are efficiency cores. So basically, we're running a quad-core processor, okay? But as fast as this thing is, even with Rosetta translation, I've never really seen this game perform really all that much better than what it is right now. However, we can go at any time into our settings area, and we can see, okay, well, maybe a faster render would be good. If we kill the music, maybe that's going to help with some performance. You can pick out different cars, different tracks, color of car, of course, obviously is another thing. You can choose different islands as well, if you want to do that. Sound volume, new island. So we don't need instructions either, really. So let's just go to the game again now that we've turned on faster rendering and killed off the music. Maybe we'll get some better performance. Let's see what happens. So there are things you can obviously do to improve the game. Now, whatever mode you choose for driving with the camera does affect how well you can drive. Like I said, I like this view. It's more or less like a real car this way, because when you're staring out your car windshield driving, I mean, there are certain things you obviously do see, but driving this way is kind of like, well, I don't see the hood on my car anyhow. I drive a Hyundai, for crying out loud, so yeah, I'm not going to see the hood. But, you know, so that's kind of like the way I look at it here, you know. But the controls are still kind of on the touchy side, we'll say, even with these settings that we just chose. Still a little different. Let's see if we can get back to our original island there. Where did we start? Well, no, maybe. Let's try this one. I don't think it's the same, but oh no, that's definitely not the same island. This looks interesting. Creating island. Wow. Now, the checkpoints is what you got to get through, right? So you got to hit at least one pylon to complete a checkpoint. There's our hood if we want to see our hood. That, I find, is in my way. So I'm not going to give this game any kind of real high praise, to be honest. It definitely does have its shortcomings, obviously. Not Bacano's best game. I think they did a better job with Motorbike. I have to see what other games they have too, and maybe try a few more out on Apple Silicon. But I guess once you get really used to how the game works, it could definitely be a lot better. Okay. Now I don't have an Intel Mac anymore to compare against, but generally, because it is an Intel-based app, it's not pure Apple Silicon, but it works under it. It's definitely going to work better for you on Apple Intel chips, or maybe even a much higher-end Apple Silicon computer. Definitely would be a good improvement there too, maybe. Have to see. I'm hoping I can get an M4 system this coming year at some point. I would like an upgrade. What I'm going to do with my Mini, I have no idea. I'll probably just sell it, depending on what I get for an M4. But or I may keep my Mini, who knows? Because I can have 3 computers simultaneously hooked into my screen. And right now it's just my Mini and my Windows gaming system that are hooked into my main screen. So, but I don't know, we'll see. What's with this intermediate racer garbage? Is that the end of that or what? Okay. Never had that happen before. Interesting. Well, now we'll have to play around, I guess. So, I guess we can call it quits from here with this game. Not bad overall, but definitely does have its shortcomings on M1 Apple Silicon for sure, with how well it controls. Oh, 6 out of 6. I guess maybe I finished it. Yeah, checkpoint 6 out of 6. I guess, I don't know. Let's try a different island. So I'm not going to end the video yet. Changed my mind. Okay, let's see what this gives us. No, it's the same one. I don't want that one again. Let's try something different here. Well, let's go to this one. I think that's the same one, isn't it? Randomized island. Oh, there we go, the island. There we go, practice. Okay, see what happens. Oh, now we got some asphalt. All right. See how well it works on asphalt. Now that is one thing about your mouse cursor. It's going to be there. It's a windowed game, so it doesn't take over the whole screen, in other words, like normal games would. That's actually a bit better control on the asphalt here. Okay, spoke a little too soon. Ooh, nasty. All right, we'll end it here. I gotta learn how to drive again. Yeah, checkpoint's 20, so I did do all the checkpoints on the other one. That's why I got quitted. All right, so thanks for watching, guys, and for staying tuned. Got more videos coming, obviously, for sure. Let me know what you think. If you've played Island Racer at all on your Mac, let me know what your experience is and what Mac you played it on, and did it play a lot better than obviously on this M1 Mac Mini here. I don't find it unplayable, but sometimes it can be a little, nasty with the controls here, obviously, but it's always been that way. I've had this game for years, and it's always had its shortcomings, but either way, I mean, I guess for a cheesy, cheap game, it's kind of fun either way, so. All right, that's it. That's all. I'm out of here. Ciao-y.